Ladies, are you suffering from long menstrual cycles, heavy bleeding, bloating, and pelvic pain? You may have uterine fibroids. South Florida Vascular Associates offers a non-surgical, minimally invasive procedure, uterine fibroid embolization. Unlike hysterectomy, it is performed at our outpatient facility and is covered by most insurances. No hospital stay, no general anesthesia, and shorter recovery time. Call for your consultation today at 954-725-4141 or visit us at sfva.com.
You're listening to Rockers in Recovery Radio. If you'd like to find out more information, go to rockersinrecovery.com or Rockers in Recovery on Facebook. Thanks for listening. Have a great day.
Hey, everybody. John Hollis with Rockers in Recovery. We want to thank everybody for tuning in this afternoon. And, of course, we're rapidly coming up on the holiday season. And if you are in trouble, you can go to rockersinrecovery.com, and there's a list there of RIR partners that might be able to help. The other thing is that we have a Rockers in Recovery Music Festival coming up. It's going to be in regards to Unite to Fight Addiction. Just like we did up in Maine in August, we're doing it in February for our 6th annual event. Night before, meet and greet, and then, of course, the following day with a concert that starts at noontime and goes until about 5:30. And we do have some recovery speakers that will be speaking at 11 a.m. to 12. So check that out at rockersinrecovery.com. And most importantly, stay tight and stay sober and stay clean. And check us out at Rockers in Recovery on Facebook. Today we have Astrid, and Astrid is unbelievable. She played at our festival a couple of years ago with some type band members, and she was an incredible singer, and she's done some incredible stuff. Also, as far as the recovery aspect, she has a story of a family member, and it's important that we also talk to the families. You know, this isn't just about singing to the choir. It's about us being able to help all people, including the community and the families also. There's a whole lot of stuff going on out there. We got close to 200 people a day dying from the, of course, the opiate and heroin epidemic that's, going across the country. 200 people a day. It's amazing that it's gotten this far. We're going to bring Astrid on right now. How are you?
Hey, John. How are you?
Good. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
If you could, just a little bit, give us a little bit about who you are, and I know you're from New York City, and you've done a lot of great stuff. I understand that you were Star Search, and you've played with Bonnie Raitt, you've Neville Brothers, you've done a lot of stuff in your life. So let's give our listeners a little bit of who you are and what you do.
Okay. Thank you for having me on your show. Let's see. I've toured with Jimmy Buffett. That was a great experience. I do a lot of radio commercials. I'm the voice of Freedom. A lot of people have heard it, Consolidated Credit. I've done cartoon voices. I'm on a cartoon called The Good Night Show on PBS, doing a funny little cartoon character. And since I speak 3 languages, that particular cartoon is in Spanish for the Spanish listening audience. So that's kind of fun. I'm a songwriter, as you know. I play drums. I play guitar. I am an actress. I do voiceovers, jingles. I'm also a realtor. You got to be an octopus. You got to be able to explore all of your talents, per se, in order to survive, And I enjoy all of them, all aspects of that.
You're absolutely right, and I think that it just goes to show that if you really put your mind to it, you can find all of those different levels of different things that you can be successful at. It's funny because I think that it's pretty cool that you're a drummer. Your talent goes beyond just writing and singing. You can sit down and play some instruments there. That's a huge thing. One of the things that I wanted to find, it's kind of cool because when you're writing your own stuff, you're already kind of writing it musically in your mind too.
Mhm. Yep. Plus, you can also articulate. you can also articulate any idea that you have. Let's say you have an idea on guitar, and you can articulate it to your guitarist or to your drummer, and it helps the communication process musically.
Beautiful stuff. Tell us a little bit about the Star Search thing. How did that whole thing occur?
Actually, both of those things. It was kind of funny, kind of a fluke. I had a friend of mine who told me, "Hey, look, they're auditioning for Star Search or Jimmy Buffett, kind of the same thing." And I said, "Okay, well, I'll go." And I took my guitar and I played a song called "Joey," written by Chris Tangarides, who happened to be the producer, of Judas Priest at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't think anything of it. Well, 2 weeks later, I get a call from Star Search office, and they say, "Hey, congratulations. We picked you out of so many singers for this round. Congratulations, you're being flown to L.A." And that was it. Got on the show.
And you were a finalist, correct?
Semi-finalist. I didn't make it to the finals because I didn't fit the mold of what everyone wants in that show and those usual talent shows. When you're a rocker, and a female rocker at that, it's very hard. They want to put you in this sweet pop rock mold. And when you're a strong female rocker, as the type of person that I like to be, they just don't like that. They want to put women in this particular category. So, unfortunately I didn't cross over, but you know what? The experience in itself was fantastic for me. I don't have any regrets. It was awesome.
Well, hey, listen, they just couldn't take the fireball, and you're definitely a fireball.
Exactly. That's what I call myself, a fireball from New York, exactly.
So, I'm glad that you're on the show. I want to have our family members, if you had to say something to family members today that are struggling with loved ones, I know that you went through a real crisis in your family. And can you tell us a little bit about the whole crisis with a family member that you dealt with addiction?
Actually, I had two cousins, unfortunately, who were using and also selling drugs, and unfortunately, it ended very, very badly. They both were murdered because of their participation in the drugs. And not only did they die, but it also killed all of us in the process. It was a horrible experience to put the families through. You never quite. It's always there in the back of your mind how these lives were snuffed out so early and so tragically, and I tell that to a lot of people all the time. I tell people, listen, when you're about to use, remember that it's not just you that you're hurting. You're also hurting the people that you say you care about, your friends and your family. And when you're not there, you leave such a horrible void. And we have to continue living with that pain and that agony and those memories. The person dies, they're done. But we're left here with that pain, like I said, and that's torture. And if you really care about someone, you don't want to torture them. You know what I mean? And it was difficult, very hard.
What would you say to a family member that might be struggling right now?
Definitely find your center, find a higher power, whatever it is, and seek therapy. I believe in therapy so much. It has helped me. It helps my family. You can't do it alone. You need an organization like Rockers in Recovery. Anybody that's out there that's professional, that knows more and has experience in this particular theme
area.
Area, exactly.
Absolutely.
I'm sorry. So
That's okay.
You need help, and don't be afraid to reach out. You're not the only one that has suffered these problems. There's millions of people around the world that have the same story and worse stories. So don't be afraid to reach out. Don't be embarrassed. You never know who's out there that's going to be giving you that helping hand, and that's all you need is just to reach out and have that fortitude and inner courage and self-esteem first, to love yourself enough to say, you know what, this is not the kind of life I want. Reach out and tell someone. Don't sit there in the dark alone suffering. There's no reason to it. You don't deserve that. So,
there's Naranon, there's Al-Anon, there's a lot of different organizations out there that people can go to.
AA, yes, so many organizations. And you know what, thank God that in this country we have those. There are other countries that don't have these organizations. So we're very, very blessed that we have people like you And I told you from the beginning, I'm so thankful for people like you who have made this their life's goal, their life's ambition to help people that are suffering. And so many people out there are suffering. Like I said, I've seen this with my own family, with my two cousins, how they went into drugs and they started selling them and they lost their lives very, very young and so tragically. And it never goes away. That pain that I have in my heart, it never goes away. The only therapy I have other than going to a therapist is songwriting.
Wow. Good stuff. And I'm glad you brought that up. And my condolences for the loss of your two cousins. You said something really important, the therapy aspect of it, and then using music and writing music to be able to heal.
Yes.
How does that work for you?
Much. It is the cornerstone of my musical identity is if you can't afford to go to a therapist, which sometimes you can't, there's nothing more cathartic than to sit down with an open notebook and just start pouring your heart and soul out on paper. Just write the words. They don't have to rhyme. You don't have to make complete sentences. Just start writing. Pour your soul out. Even if you're crying, just write. And then it's amazing what a relief it is when you go back months later, years later, and you look at these words and you go, oh, my God, wow, that was intense. Even right after, I feel like I just lost 50 pounds of stress, of agony, of whatever I'm feeling. It's the best thing. I tell this to people all the time. If you can't go to somewhere, write it out. Let your feelings out. Don't worry about how dark or how crazy they may seem. Just let it out of you. You have to let it out of you. That's part of the healing process,
So people can reach you because we're coming towards the end of this segment. Where can people reach you on LinkedIn or Facebook, or where can they get a hold of you?
Yeah, I'm on Facebook, facebook.com/Astrid Vox Band, Astrid Vox, VOXXBAND band, which is the name of the band, Astrid Vox. Vox meaning voice in German. So that's kind of
cool.
The idea is to give voice to the people that are hurting, to give voice to, anything out there that I want to sing about.
Great stuff. You can also check her out on Reverb Nation, too. Some great information there, too. I was just
and February 11th, right?
Yeah, February 11th. She's coming out with the band, and you're going to be rocking 12:30. You're the second band up. And you're going to be rocking, and then you're going to hang out, and you're going to sing with the band at 4:00. Do a couple of numbers with them.
Possibly, yeah. They let me.
Nah, they'll let you. Trust me. They're actually looking forward to having everybody be a part of this. This is about bringing everybody together, and that's February 11th, C.B. Smith Park. And of course, it starts at 11 with 4 speakers, and then we go right into the music at 12 to about 5:30. And then following that, there's a huge camp out that's happening. That's going to be starting on Saturday. But we're going to have a show on that all in itself. We look forward to everybody checking out rockersinrecovery.com for more information. And, oh, by the way, we're getting ready to launch a site this week that's going to blow your mind. Be part of the Rockers in Recovery networks. And you got to sit back and relax and check this thing out. It's going to be an animal. So we look forward to everybody tuning in today at 10 o'clock tonight, and we thank everybody for tuning in right now. Astrid, thank you for being a part of the show.
Thank you, John, for having us. Thank you so much.
You rock.
Happy holidays, everybody.
Yeah, happy holidays. Bye. All right, guys. Yes, great show. Great message of hope for families. And most importantly, if you're out there and you're a rocker, or you're out there and you're a songwriter, that's in recovery, great message. Get that out. And even people that aren't, you can utilize the pen and a piece of paper to get out all your feelings and your emotions. It's great stuff. And we thank you for tuning in again today, Rockers in Recovery. Of course, Rockers in Recovery Radio. You can listen to us live 24 hours a day, 7 days a week by going to rockersinrecovery.com and clicking on the Listen Live button. You can also find us coming up here real soon at our new website that has everything to do with radio. We'll talk soon. God bless. Have a great day.
I know you've had your share of pain. I've had my fill of teardrops too. I know you have no trust to place in what another says they'll do. Just know that you are not alone. Close your eyes and let this be. Imagine what it's like to care. Forget the past and be with me. I would do anything in the name of love. I would walk for miles on land just so you can have a helping hand. Give up everything in the name of love, just to see your smiling face. Feel a moment of hope and pure happiness, all in the name of love. You need someone to soothe your faith, to calm the beast of fear in you.
When you don't go to Geico.com, car insurance can seem intense. Like breakup R&B intense.
I thought you said you loved the sweater that I got you. If you didn't, you could have told me.
Geico makes it easy. Just go to Geico.com anytime to update or check your policy without all the extra drama.
I even had a gift receipt.
Gentlemen, 1 out of 10 men experience unbearable testicular pain. This may be a condition called varicoceles. South Florida Vascular Associates offers a minimally invasive procedure, varicocele embolization, that can alleviate your pain and is performed in their outpatient facility. No cutting, no general anesthesia, no hospital stay, and covered by most insurances. Don't live in pain. Call to schedule your private consultation at one of 3 convenient locations, 954-725-4141, or visit sfva.com.
Judy was boring.
Hello.
Then Judy discovered ChumbaCasino.com.
It's my little escape.
Now Judy's the life of the party.
Oh, baby, mama's bringing home the bacon.
Whoa, take it easy, Judy. The Chumba life is for everybody. So go to ChumbaCasino.com and play over 100 casino-style games. Join today and play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+ terms and conditions apply. See website for details.